Hello everyone, welcome to my third film on my base. Uh, on my second film I showed I added a fourth tower and added a second collection point, but I made an amendment to that because I found a problem with that. And I'll show you what happened. Well, this is where my collection point used to be for the fourth tower. Well, now I made it a ladder to go up to the trap. And what I've done is I've made the route of the loot go down this part right here. You can see there's some stone here where I've dug it out and dug a channel. I am not in peaceful mode. I have mobs spawning. Hopefully pretty soon we'll see some loot coming down here. And then let's go up here to the top to the fourth trap and take a look, see what we got. I'll explain to what the problem was, and the problem is, looks like we just had a mob die, is the loot would get right there into the middle where I had the two buckets, water one going this way and one that, but it would stay there, it wouldn't move. So okay, well that's not going to work. Oh, there, look at there, zombie. Yeah, die, 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 die. Okay, so similar to the other traps, I made one flow of water go out this way, and what happens is it comes out around, goes down, and in there I have one flowing going to the original collection point. So if I were to go back down, I show you exactly where this is going. So we go down, it comes out, and you see my trap's working for the other towers. Got a bunch of loot, and they're starting to flow in. And you can see where one trap outlet is coming right there, and there's loot coming in from the other two from over there. There, see, loot's coming out. This is where I've got the fourth tower loot coming out. So now I got all of them coming into one location, which works out pretty well. So anyway, so while that is going on, you see the more and more loot's coming in. It's coming pretty good. So we go back down here, and I'll show you my first mine. So we'll go down here. I was doing another tunnel there. And so what I've done, this used to be a smaller tunnel. It used to be only one track, and then when I created another mine shaft, I added another track line here. So this is my original track line. So let's go. I am using the newer power track since they took away the ability of two mine cars to push another mine car. So now I have to rely on the normal power track. And this track will work going down and going back up, and I'll show you that here. And while I am not in peaceful mode, so I could find slimes down here. But they're pretty easy to kill. You can see we're getting close down. There's my master room right there. And here's my end of the first shaft. So what I've done here, well, let me put that minecart back in there and take a look, show you what's going on, is I got this minecart, I'll stop right here, and what I did is I made it like a Pez dispenser. And what I've done is, with one button right here, it would release this minecart here, load it up into the Pez dispenser, at the same time give me another one. So we can see here, I'll go push the button, you see that one go away, and I have another one. And so that's a way for me to get another minecart and then go back up. I saw a lot of videos on how that works, and I was going to give it a try. But this also uses the new sticky piston. So here's your normal track. There's powered right here. There's power here, and so the cart will come down, go up this ramp, and start stacking up here. So on the other side, I got exposed mechanism here. Here's the stack of mine cars, and they're sitting on top of a block that does not have a track, because if it doesn't have a track, they'll stack. If it does have a track here, they're going to superimpose each other. So we got a stack of mine cars, and then here we got a half block. And then we have the piston here. This is a sticky piston, and it will go in that direction. So every time the push a button, it slides that half block out, pushes the minecart, and that minecart actually gets on the track, and then it slides back, and because of the sticky, and then the next minecart drops down. So we'll go back up to the front here, and you can see what the mechanism looks from front. since we pushed, it will go down this power part of the track here and come back up here and stop right there. So, and the reason I had to do this incline, it used to be, I think in version 1.7, that a normal flat track, as soon as you push the car down there, it would go. Well, the 1.73 removed that, so you now have to come from an incline to come down. So that's what we got here. So now, also all my mine shafts have a water feature, and it goes straight up. And as you can see, and this is my first mine, and what I did, I kind of went backwards. I blew up, basically take 64 blocks of dynamite, went straight down here, and went and stacked them back up and blew this whole hole out, and then I just kind of smoothed everything out. During that time I was doing that, I also made this kind of like an access tunnel, access tower here, so I can have access to all the different levels while I was building it. I found an easier technique, and I'll show that in the second mine shaft. So, in my mine shaft, I got here the grand room. And basically what this was is, I started out, this is where I got all the material for my towers. And oh, lo and behold, look at there, slimes. So this is my big slime room. And this is where I get the sticky stuff. Die, die. Oh, little slime. There's the sticky stuff. Come on, die, die, die. There we go. And so it's just a big, huge room. Of course, there's probably bigger rooms in other people's videos, but this took me a while to do. And as you can see, there's another water feature over there. Ooh, this is mega slime. Die, die. Alright, I'm going to have to kill him for a while. Ooh, got hit. Alright, time to switch to axe. There. Okay. Notice when I switched to axe, he didn't split apart. So, over here is my second mine. And I started it the same way like I did that one, but way over there. Is what I did instead of having very similar, I took 24 a stack of 64 dynamite, blew it out. I dug out this line first. I went all the way down to the bottom and built myself back up, putting the ladders up. And then I came over here a little bit in the center of this area, went down, blew the whole thing up. And then what I did is I was able to go all the way down to the bottom and work my way up to the top and fix everything up. So, another slime. This whole big room, spawned slimes. That's how I was able to get my stack of sticky slimes here for the sticky pistons. So as you can see, it's a pretty big room. Took me several days, several weeks actually, to dig all this out, to do all the chandeliers, and found out even though chandeliers are a little higher than normal, I was still getting spawn rate. So I put these torches on the ground. And so this is my big room that I always, was pulling out. And then I have a smaller one here. I was going to do this one, but I haven't really worked on that. And down here in the bottom, and it's that was my original route that I was going to go. So let's go this way. And then another place that I did is while I was building this piston here, or minecart dispenser, I built that other mine shaft. I went and built this tower, long tunnel here, to have access to it. And the other minecart track you say at the very beginning of my base, this is where the second one comes to. And down here, very similar, just like the other one, but this is where I built the nether gate right here. I went in there, and then it was a little spooky. So here's my third one. So here's why I've been practicing some recess lighting. So this is mine shaft number 3. And you see I got some recess lighting. Seems to be working. Of course, this one's not complete, so I probably will have some spawns down here. But here I was practicing with new techniques and new floors and new lighting. So here I call this the disco room. And it's pretty big, but lots of recess lighting. I was going to put down these flat tiles here. I'm not quite complete here. So I was trying this, just to try different techniques. On the second level, I was trying a different way to build a mine room. And I had these columns, kind of like just tall columns and all that. I had my inspiration for this. If I'm old school, I'm the old James Bond movie called From Russia with Love, where the James Bond and his cohorts travel under a boat underneath the catacombs of I think it was Istanbul, Turkey, and down there is just these old Roman catacombs and aqueducts and stuff like that. This is the style of what it looked like. So I was using that as inspiration. And as you, let me go back down. This one's a little different. I don't have a minecart track on this one. I just have this one to go to that one. And as you can see further up, it's not really complete yet. So this was the original one. But let me go up here to the top and see how I started this. What I did, basically, like I said, I started off with this column first, dug all the way down, and then I went back up and put the ladders on here. So this was my entry point that for I can get access to all the different levels that I'm eventually going to clean up and clear out. But at the very top, this is how I built kind of like a perimeter to kind of get me started. It's getting dark. I have to be careful. Oop. And so it's an 11 by 11 square, and I put the dynamite in the middle, and then that's what I torched. So I have this column right here go down, and so that's how I blew everything up. Oh, looks like getting dark. Better start going down. And so as you see, go further down. And so I had this built, and then after everything was exploded and all that, you can see I still haven't finished this up. I can come all the way down to the bottom and in my leisure time just clean everything up. So that's how I do it every one of these mines. So let's get it all back and look at what we got in the nether. So that's basically all three of my mine shafts, and I found one interesting thing. I saw a video how you make the nether gate, simply by just putting the form, and instead of having to mine for the obsidian, just go ahead and create obsidian as we go. And that's what I did. I thought that was a pretty easy way to do things. And so come over here, and this was, I did not know this. So I go in here and I said, okay, ooh, spooky. And to get this room, okay, well, nothing really to this, And I found, this was the only way to go anywhere, but it's covered by fire. And I said, oh, well, got this. And so, well, there's nothing really here. So I come back. I said, well, let me go back. And well, I did not realize, of course, everybody else probably did, I don't show up back in the same room. I showed up out in the middle of nowhere on top of water. I said, what the heck? I said, where was I? And I finally found out, with the help with a map and stuff like that my base is way over there. And I said, somehow, I don't know, this nether. So I built this bridge with nether rock as a way to get back to my base. And as you can see, this is actually my shaft B, the second one, from the very top that I'm going to get to. So anyone? Oop, yep, I hear him. Oh, and I see him too. Can I make the door? Ooh, can I make the door? Oh, I'm in the door. Woohoo! Close the door. All right. So, and this mine shaft's complete as far as cleaning up the levels and the stairs and all that. And this is where, excuse me, my second mine shaft, and this is where was the other end of the grand room, which is right there. And here we are. Now I don't have one of those dispensers for minecarts here. I just have that one, so I just built it here, and built another track for the same. So there it is, basically my mines, and this is where I got all the material for those lava traps. So hope you like it, and hope to see you in my next video. Thanks. Bye.